welcome to Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. My name is Julie and I'm here to impart some knowledge to you today via a 2-minute art tip. And today's tip may linger on a little longer than 2 minutes, which isn't at all unusual if you're a regular viewer. But today I wanted to introduce you to a new line of colors that are available within the Amercian Journey Watercolor line that I think a lot of people may be just flipping right past and don't even see. But they're really, really cool. And I wanted to make sure that some of you interested parties who maybe like a little bit of extra sparkle would be interested in. And so today I've got my messy palette here. As many of you will recognize, it's a just giant disaster, but that's just how it is. And then I've got a Kilimanjaro baby block. This is a 4x6. It's 140 pound natural white. And I'm gonna wet my brush here and we're going to just activate this paper with some water. The best way to illustrate what's really interesting about this new line is for me to just do like a little teeny demo and show you the reasons that I really like it. So this is a small amount of colors within the Amercian Journey watercolor lineup that are iridescent. And you know that I like some shiny. I'm so predictable in that way if this is not new. But you know what a lot of people I think miss about iridescence is they don't have to be the rock star in the whole thing. They can just be a little bit of extra splash, a little teeny bit of visual interest that maybe the viewer wasn't expecting. So I'm gonna do like a little teeny, very, very brief cloudscape and show you what I like about these colors. And I'm going to feature in particular the iridescent Joe's Blue. It is super potent. I'm going to get some out of the tube and show you. We're going to lay some color in first and just kind of get this thing started and move some color around and just play. But one of the things that I like about the iridescence is that they can just be like a little hint of sparkle and color variation without being the whole schmear. And that's how I'll be using this color. Now, the thing that you need to know about the iridescence is that it's composed primarily of the same colors that you're already used to in terms of pigment. So for instance, this iridescent Joe's Blue is got phthalo. Could have told you because it's like super potent and like crazy blue. So it's a good bit of phthalo in there and it's mega potent, but what gives it the sparkle is mica. So it's ground mica, which you're likely familiar with. It's not at all like rare or anything like that. Now we're going to add some like sky blue, like real sky blue from Amercian Journey. And that's a more traditional like blue. And not at all difficult to recognize. You'll see that it's different than some of these other colors that I have in here. And we're just putting dashes in here and letting the water do most of the work. And this isn't unlike any of the other cloud demos you've seen over the years. The thing that I will tell you about any kind of metallic watercolor that you've been around probably is that because of the high concentration of mica that it has in it, they are very hard to activate like when they're in a cake. This is in the tube form, it's very, very smooth. I'm going to take my little paper towel and we're going to do the dab. We're going to dab it and make the little clouds. So we're going to put all of this in. We're going to soften some edges and blah blah blah, make it all cute and stuff. So we got, you know, a basic cloud formation going there. Now I'll show you this This takes very little. Whereas like Joe would preach about filling up your wells and don't be afraid and blah, 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 get all your colors. Don't do that with this, because if you put a ton of this, it's going to set up like an iron brick and you're never going to get it to move again. So you'll see as I'm squeezing it out of the tube that it's super gooey, like, you know, and juicy like a normal watercolor or a traditional watercolor would be. However, when this dries in the palette, you're likely not going to be able to activate it again. It's a one and done kind of thing. So you're not going to want to squish, you know, a crazy ton of it out. So as you can see, this is super intense. A very, very small bit goes a long way, and we're not going to want to overdo. I mean, because it would get, you know, look like some kind of t-shirt that you had airbrushed in Myrtle Beach. So we don't want that. We want it to be subtle and pretty. And the nice thing about this is you can mix them with your existing watercolor. You can use them alone, or any combination thereof. Like any, you know, combination of what you've already got, these can be added to and create a really interesting effect. And when this dries, you can definitely see the sparkle. When it's wet, you know, it's kind of getting a little bit, it's tough to tell because you've got the moisture from this already in there. We have another one that I've already completed that is dry, and you can get an idea. It's got a good bit of shimmer in there, little flecks of happy in there that you can refer to, and that kind of like the little jewelry on the little outfit there. So take a look at these. They are absolutely wonderful. It's easy in the catalog because it's a little teeny inset on the Amercian Journey watercolor page, but like there's a little handful of these little precious ones that we've just introduced. Amercian Journey Iridescent Watercolor, available only here at Cheap Joe's, and we are sure that you will enjoy. Thanks for joining us for another installment of 2-Minute Art Tips right here at Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. We hope you enjoyed this video and maybe learned a little something. If so, give us a like, comment with your thoughts, and share with a friend. Subscribe below and don't miss a single 2-Minute Art Tips, and help us reach 150,000 subscribers. See you next time.